The Prime Minister will work constructively with the Scottish Government to scrap the two-child benefit cap. The First Minister, John Swinney, held talks with Sir Keir Starmer at the British-Irish Council today on that and the future of the closure-threatened Grangemouth oil refinery. Leaders from around the UK met at Dalmahoy for a meeting of the British-Irish Council. Our political editor, Colin Mackay, was there.
This is the 25th anniversary of the British-Irish Council. Leaders of the UK and Irish governments, the devolved government and the Isle of Man and the Channel Islands have been meeting together since 1999. But Sir Keir Starmer is the first Prime Minister to attend the full meeting since Gordon Brown in 2007.
It's been a long week.
The Prime Minister didn't stay for the press conference but held a separate meeting with the First Minister, partly to discuss John Swinney's plan to scrap the two-child benefit cap.
I discussed the issue with the Prime Minister in our bilateral meeting this morning, and the Prime Minister indicated, with the specific point that for us to be able to do this, we need to have access to data which is held by the Department of Work and Pensions. And the Prime Minister indicated to me that he would work constructively with us on taking forward that commitment, which is welcome.
Cabinet Minister Pat McFadden was there for the UK Government.
The child poverty campaigners say that this is the quickest and best way to lift children out of poverty. So why is the First Minister's government doing it and your government's not? And are you embarrassed by that?
Well, the First Minister's government, like any government, will have to identify the money for that. That's not happened yet. We believe this is about more than benefits. We have a child poverty task force looking at this. They'll report next year. We had a very good record the last time we were in government on reducing child poverty, and we hope to also reduce it while we're in government this time.
We'll have the one question.
I did get more questions later to the First Minister about the future of the Grangemouth oil refinery, which owners Petroineos say is losing at least £100 million, and they plan to close next year.
Did you get any indication that the Prime Minister is willing to even consider pausing the closure, stepping in financially?
The closure decision, of course, is a matter for the company Petroineos to take forward. It's their decision. It's not a decision of either the Scottish or the United Kingdom governments.
But they say that they would require the governments to step in and fund the losses that they would incur from that.
I want to make sure that we explore every possible option about how we can avoid the closure of the premature closure of the Grangemouth refinery.
The company plans to close Grangemouth refinery by June next year. That doesn't leave the governments long to come up with a solution. Time is running out to save Grangemouth, but both governments are now looking at Unite the Union's proposals to pause the closure, to convert the refinery into a biofuel plant, saving jobs. Now, we didn't hear directly from the Prime Minister today, but after that meeting, John Swinney was singing his praises. He said that under the last Tory governments, the relationship was just awful. They were so disrespectful. So I suppose things could only get better. And he said today that under Sir Keir Starmer, they have.